will try to pull some tarot cards and see what it says on that subject that I just got for a spiritual life message today. Cutting things out of our lives, making a radical change. So what can Spirit tell us about that? You know what? I'm going to go get my other cards. I'm immediately seeing another deck. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. The intuitive night goddess is the deck that needs to be used for this. I love that inside. It's very cool. This is a unusual deck, and I haven't used it very much, but it just popped in, that this is the deck that should be used. Okay. Now each deck has, even though they're Rider-Waite based, they will have some different symbology on it. So if you are a reader, you're somebody new, okay, and you get that feeling just to use a different deck, use the different deck, because there's something in there that's going to be different that will be usable for your readings, okay? Like in the, we'll use this deck, for example. In this deck, the, so I'm going to take a break here real quick and look for, let's see if I can find it real quick. The Nine of Swords is, let's see if I can find it. I know that's one that we could have a different feeling for it compared to another deck. Let's look at this. 7. And even though they're very similar, again, when you're not reading based on the interpretation, what is it, the last card here? Next to the last card, I had to go through the whole deck. Okay, usually, let me see if I can find it in here real quick. And I'll show you the difference, and you can get a different feeling for it, okay? Even though they've got basically the same, even your devil card, it's going to be different in each deck, and you may have a different feeling for it compared to other ones. Now, I know some people have one deck and they use that and that's it, and that's nothing wrong with that, But some of us will have a multiple of decks, and I've got I would say over 100 decks. I've got, I should get rid of some of them, but actually, I put them away for a while, and then because I'm just not connecting with them, and then all of a sudden they come out, and it's, the greatest thing since sliced bread. So things shift and change the longer that you're reading, etc. Why is it's gotta be, Here it is, almost to the end of the deck. Okay, now these are both Nine of Swords, but you'll see they have very different feelings. Here we have somebody in bed, they're having nightmares, they can't sleep, it's just, it's just absolutely on their mind. Keeping them awake at night. They're just so you could see this one in sorrow and grief and misery. I mean, you can get all sorts of different things that could hit you from this one. Here's the same Nine of Swords. In this one, you can see it's got a very different feeling to it. Same card. Mentally, but this one is mentally being tied up, feeling like you're constrained, like you just can't, you can't get out of it. It's just got you so tied up, okay? So yeah, even though you have, the same thing, it means conflict, okay? Conflict, mental conflict, they have very different feelings, okay? So every deck you have is going to have a bit of a different feeling, a different energy about it, okay? So let's continue with what we were going to do. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to read on that and see what the universe is going to tell us a little bit more about having to cut things in your life, cut things. So what can the universe give us about cutting things in one's life? Okay, so let's see what we have. First thing out is about, wanting to, and again, this is a very different card. So usually decks a Six of Swords is about you're in the boat, you're trying to get to calmer waters. So this is somebody here that's looking off into the distance and, wanting to be in a different place, okay? You're wanting to be in a different place. You're kind of, reminiscing or looking or trying to figure out some way to be in a different scenario, okay? So it's still, wanting to get to someplace calmer, a better place. But in this one, it's not as much motion as you're actively going there in the boat. In this one, you're sitting there and ruminating about it, looking at it, thinking about it, maybe wishing for something better. The challenge is, the challenge is this burden, okay? The challenge is the burden, this action, things that you have going, some actions that you're clinging to, okay? Even though you may think they're of the light, it's something that's being clung to, okay? Which is a hindrance, okay? It's a hindrance. It's some action one is clinging to that is a hindrance. So let's see what else we get with this. See what I mean? It's a totally different feeling than you get with the guy bending over, holding all the sticks. In this one, she's got light. Okay, she's holding on to light. May think it's, may think it's light, but it's a burden. It's something that is not aiding her. So the conscious thoughts are about trying to find a way forward that's pleasant, a pleasant way forward. She's in the, standing out here with all the flowers, etc., looking for an action to go forward, okay? The way that one sees oneself is, somebody that is in the fight, that's in the looking for truth. Maybe somebody looking for truth, okay? See themselves perhaps as a truth warrior looking for transformation, okay? We've got the moons there. We've got all the butterflies. Butterflies are transformation, okay? Okay, and we've got, she's got definite light in her eyes. She's, okay? So somebody that sees themselves in the midst of transformation, wanting a better way forward, okay? Subconsciously, okay? Subconsciously, we have someone that is thinking that they are going to defend themselves, okay, with light, even though it may not be, you know, well, they think that they are going to be someone that is going to be protecting themselves. Okay. Now, again, we have dark angels that masquerade as angels of light, such as we see with the evangelicals, the evil angel parade that's going on, where people put he who shall not be named on a pedestal, okay? And they think they're doing right. They think they're in the light. They think they are, but they are not in the light. They are, you know, dealing with something that is deceptive, okay? Okay, energy surrounding it is somebody that wants strength. They're trying to gain strength within themselves, okay? So what we have above it, with trying to defend, continuing to defend oneself, putting it in there, is what are they, okay, what is the exchange in the world with doing this, okay? Because it's, you know, getting some sort of a payoff. What's the payoff with this ongoing thing? What's the payoff? When it comes to the strength, you know, it's like this person is drowning and you need to have a balance, a grounded balance. In order to have strength, the foundation of it is needing to have balanced, grounded, balanced, okay? So even if one is walking a spiritual path and they're walking it correctly, honestly, it's got to be grounded. It's got to be balanced, or you're going to feel like you're drowning, okay? In the past, we have the witch. Now, usually, so maybe one is using things, you know, to try to change things, try to be able to control things, okay? Other decks, it's the magician. This is the witch. So this is somebody that's trying to use either spells or incantations or whatever it is that they're doing, trying to spin the energy in order to make a change. Always not the best way and beneficial way to be doing that sometimes, okay? Hopes and fears is to move forward. Now, here we have the snake, you know, in your life, you're going to move forward. Now, again, you know, a lot of times the snake is going to represent kundalini, unconscious, subconscious things to bring forward, to move one forward on their path. Okay, the wayfarer. This is the card of usually the chariot moving forward. Okay, One has to challenge themselves, get over their fears. It has to, in order to move forward. Okay. Short term is how you're using your energy in the world. What is it you're doing with your energy? Are you using it in a productive way or not? Okay. Final card is, victory. If you want to have victory, then you've got to make the path in the right way. Okay. So it's about, so let's go back through this and put them together. And that's what's so interesting. When you get to the end, you start putting it together. So short-term victory, you watch how you're using your energy out there. Okay? Are you using it in a beneficial way? Or are you using it in an abusive way? Okay? So it's about how you use your energy if you're going to have ultimate victory. Okay? Ultimate victory. Again, we have moving forward, the path one is taking, challenging one's fears, or are you trying to manipulate powers, trying to, again, trying to make something different than what it is, okay? But maybe not using the best methodologies, okay? So again, the path is about challenging oneself, and that's what happens with Kundalini. With Kundalini, when it awakens, it goes through the subconscious, it goes through the conscious, the subconscious, and brings all these things up to be looked at and let go of, rather than trying to be somehow an ego and attempting to control through other methodologies, whether it's spells and all this other stuff, incantations, using mantras against people, whatever it is that one is trying to do, okay, to manipulate a situation, okay. So here we have, again, wanting to defend, on the defensive, putting up barriers surrounding oneself, but what's the payoff with it? What's the payoff with it? If you are in the light and you are following the path, your light, the divine is the center of your being. You don't need to be defensive, protective, and, looking for some payoff, okay? The payoff is the divine is, okay? The payoff is that peace, internal peace, okay? So if you want real strength, then you need to be grounded. You have to have your energies grounded, okay? So you don't feel like you're, falling off the planet or, drowning. So very important. That's one thing I talk about all the time on this path, staying grounded, okay? Balanced, grounded. That's why we have the balanced breath, and there are other things. The one that I just gave out the other day, releasing the negative, pulling in the positive, okay? So it's about wanting to go forward, best way in your life, because you're wanting transformation. You're wanting to gain truth, and so hopefully people are gaining honest truth rather than skewed things. We have ones that's out there teaching, and it sounds good to ego, okay? But it's not ultimate truth. It's not going to break through. It's going to try to make ego feel better, make it feel more powerful, make it feel more, but that's not the path to the divine is. The path to the divine is to get rid of ego, to challenge it, so it's a totally opposite direction. Okay. So again, we started out with wanting to make these changes. You're wanting to get to an easier place, okay? Because one is burdened with life, burdened with energies, burdened with trying to figure out a way forward in transformation, okay? So ultimately it comes to looking at how are you using your energy? Are you using it in a constructive way or destructive way? If you want ultimate victory, then you have to use your energy wisely. You have to stay grounded. You have to stay balanced, okay? You can't be trying to manipulate it and manipulate the universe to suit you, okay? To get rid of something that you think is irritating, okay? A lot of the irritations that come up in life are ways to begin to look and challenge within oneself, okay? But if one closes off and just wants to be in this thing and just pushing back and fighting and fighting and fighting rather than finding out what it is within them that is, within yourself, what is being so upbraided by these things, okay? One has to make the internal journey, okay? That's what it's about. And that's why Kundalini is beneficial, because it brings up all your fears, it brings up all of the ideations you have, the wrong concepts, all of these things come up to be looked at, to be cycled through, to be engaged, to be, okay. Whatever fear and things you have, it's going to come up to the forefront to be looked at. Okay, to be challenged. All of the ideas you have, the concepts you have, are there going to come up to be challenged. Okay, whether it's your concepts about religion, about interactions with people, about things that have been in your life, things that you've passed through, all of those things come up to be cycled through, to be looked at, to challenge. Okay. And that's what basically the path is about. Okay? And sitting there trying to, attack others and things is not doing introspection in yourself. Okay? That's not. No. That's thinking, that's being in fear mode. That's being in fear mode. Okay? That's being in fear mode. There's nothing to be jealous about anybody else about, nothing to be in fear mode about, okay? No. You find that peace within yourself. You find that groundedness within yourself, okay? Make the best of what one has, rather than worrying about what someone else has, okay? What does it matter what somebody else has? Okay? Find the joy in your own life. Find your joy where you're at, in the simple things. I find joy every morning in my coffee. Okay? Yes, I admit it. I do enjoy my coffee. I enjoy the colors of the flowers, okay? I enjoy doing the artwork. I enjoy doing the music, okay? I enjoy giving out the teachings and giving out things and seeing that it benefits another. Because I want to see people go forward in their life, have joy, have quietude, be at peace within themselves, be at peace with the world. No matter how crazy the world is getting out there, you can still be at peace within yourself. And know that all of this craziness is Maya, okay? the illusion. It's the boiling pot for people to go through and to learn lessons, okay? To enjoy the journey, to look at the journey, to question themselves. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope somebody's gotten something of benefit out of it. But as you could see, you know, different decks have absolutely different energies with them. Okay, so much love and light, and I'll see you online.